beneath the old oak tree where the wild river bends. I first saw her silhouette as the evening descends. We carved our names on bark, it's still there, they say, in that quiet little ghost town where my memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. The old cabin on the ridge holds her laughter like a spell. Empty saddle by the door still remembers her so well. The scarf she left behind, now faded to gray, dance with the dust in the rooms where sunlight used to play. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. The gravel roads stretch out like the wrinkles of time, every stone a story, every turn a rhyme. I've rode 1,000 trails, yet my heart stays in the prints we left behind as memory walked away. Oh, how the wind cries her name through the valley low, twisting past the porch where we swayed slow. Now each whispering leaf and each shadow that sways brings me back to the dusk where memory walked away. So here I stand, a lone figure under fading skies, where the trail runs out and the old river dries. Guess some loves are like sunsets, brilliantly they blaze, then just as quiet and just as sure memory walks away. In the shadow of the old oak tree, an old house stood and weathered and free. Windows like eyes and heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I'd tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her cold winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house road through shadows and all. Years rolled like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pocket, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now quiet and cold. Memories fading like silver turned old, where laughter rang, now only the winds moan. An empty saddle
its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall. The wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house road through shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless sky's hue, I understand now truths few knew. Love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew. And partings of past, old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams. Wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams. With every sunset that paints the plains, part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains. Rode through the heartache, the memories, the pain. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where we carved our names for eternity, the land whispers secrets when the wind heaves, and on my cheek the rain bleeds. Old porch creaks, remembers your grace. Your laughter echoes, a haunting trace. I see you dance in the sway of the leaves, under stormy skies where the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves. Every droplet of memory in the dusted weeds, with the sunsets painting sorrows on the faded trails. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gales. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads lonely, the story's untold. Where we once walked, now only shadow leads. In the silence of the plains, the rain bleeds. Your scarf still hangs on that old rusty nail, reminder of what's gone, the love we'd avail. The saddle untouched, like my heart that pleads. Every thunder claps of pain as the rain bleeds. Oh, the rain bleeds like my heart on these sleeves. Every droplet a memory in the dusted weaves. The sunset's fading glow on our lost tales. Love's a ghost in this wild, riding lonesome gales. I wander these hills, talk to the stones, ask why love leaves in these bones. Each answer lost, carried by the breeze. In the quiet of the night, the rain bleeds. Yes, the rain bleeds, and I'm here on my knees. Landscapes of your smile in the clouds I seize. But as the horizon swallows the last light, I'm learning to live with the night. Still in my dreams, where old love leads. Forever, evermore, the rain bleeds.
In the shadow of an oak, 'neath the vast and endless sky, I found a piece of shattered glass where the old stream used to lie. That glass had sparkled like her eyes on the night we first did meet, in a dusty town where the chapel bell played our hearts bittersweet. Oh, shattered glass and dreams carved under moonlit dust, where the whispers of the wind call out for us. The trails have turned to whispers, cabins lost to time's demand. My soul roams with the shadow on this endless haunted land. The scarf she wore now faded, like the petals of a rose once danced upon the summer breeze, where the lonely river flows. Her laughter filled the porches, stirred the leaves around the bend. Now the saddles lay forgotten, and the past they just pretend. Oh, shattered glass and dreams carved under moonlit dust, where the whispers of the wind mourn what was lost. The roads are but a memory, the sunsets bleed and blend,
My heart beats with the rhythm of a love that had to end. And I've ridden through the rain, let the cold seep to my core, seeking solace in the storm like I never did before. In the thunder hear her whisper, in the lightning see her dance. But it's just the wildness in me, the longing for one more chance. So shattered glass and dreams carved, I'll leave them resting deep where the oak trees sway and secrets of the wildlands keep. Let the wind sing her name across the valley wide and far, a lonesome cowboy with his memory beneath the silent stars.
Out by the creek, under a sky so wide, where the oak trees whisper to the starlit ride, I found your scarf, a fragment in the wind, red as the sunset, where our love began. Love waits in the shadow of the old swing, and every dust kick trail and the songs we sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plain. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. Rode past the cabin where we once lay low. Now it's just the bones where the cold winds blow. Gravel roads where your laughter filled the air, not just a silence that I can't bear. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch swing, and every dust-kicked trail and the songs we'd sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plain. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. And under wide open skies, I reckon my heart aches seen by stars that watched us dream once across these fields so green. Time's a relentless rider, it never heeds a plea, yet in its ruthless travel brings your memory back to me. Love waits in the silence of the fading trails, in the echoes of a song that the nightingale wails. Dust settles slow as my heart learns to roam. Love waits forever, in this heart you're home. We're the shadow of an old oak tree where the whiskey carved your name next to mine. We watch the sun bleed into rocky plains as if the earth knew it cried for our twilight time. The wind whispers secrets through the tall grass. Your scarf danced like a wildflower dream. There on that porch, time was a gentle pass in a quiet town where love was the theme. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. The trails of tears, the trails of dust, as we drift apart, the memories rust. Oh, whiskey carved where my soul got caught. Now the oak stands lone against a raging storm, our names erased by the hands of rain. The cabin empty, the leather worn, along the gravel roads where echoes retain. No laughter under the porch light, just silent shades. The scarf you left now frayed and torn, each thread a tale of those sweet bygone days, faded like the fabric, weathered and worn. Oh, whiskey carved on the bark of a fading heart. The trails of tears, the trails of dust, as we drift apart, the memories rust. Oh, whiskey carved where my soul got caught. In the stillness of the night, I feel the pulse of old trails. Every star a step you took away from this fading tale. And the moon, oh the moon, wears your face in its pale light, guiding my dreams to where love once burned so bright. Oh, whiskey carved my heart forever marked underneath the skies where our old love sparks. In the quiet of the leaving, in the solace of the dark. Oh, whiskey carved, forever you are my heart's stark mark. Whiskey carved in the soul of this lonely lark.
In the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway, we etched our names in a heart deep in the grave. Underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves, promises were whispered as the dust clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers beneath the moon's watchful gaze. The old porch creaks alone and reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to ride and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray ever since that tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams at break of day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and a love knew my name.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel way, I found your scarf, a remnant of red against the gray. Whispers of you in the wind's gentle sway, echoes of laughter where our young hearts used to play. Fading light echoes on this lonely, rugged trail. Every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail. In the hush of the night, under stars I set my sail. We carved our names on the porch of that empty cabin, promises under the moon, but now all is worn thin. Years turn the wood to whispers of might have been, where once we danced, now only shadows spin. Fading light echoes on this lonely, rugged trail. Every sunset a tale of love that's turned pale. Your voice drifts over the valleys, a soft wail. In the hush of the night, under stars I set my sail. On the saddle I roam, with dust my crown. The rains come gentle like your hand once came down. Each drop a memory in the folds of this gown, a cowboy's heart in the echo forever bound. Fading light echoes and I'm riding alone through whispering pines and over stones. Maybe this trail is all I'll ever own. Memories and echoes in the bones of my tone. Fading light echoes, love's last known home.
Out where the oak tree cast long shadows on a dusty cobblestone maze, there's a cabin with a porch that's weathered every storm, every sun-baked day. She laughed there, soft like the summer rain,
echoing across the plains where wildflowers sway. Her laugh, listen to my heart's quiet song. In a world where right often loses to wrong, the sunset weaves through the sky's vast quilt. Her laughter's the home these memories build. Now the gravel road stretch empty. The town's old laughter, a whispered ghost. That oak tree's older, heart carved deeply. Names fading, love's boast now lost most. The scent of pine, the dust on my boots. Every step away from her, my roots. Her laugh, listen to my heart's quiet song. In a world where right often loses to wrong, the sunset's embers die in the chill. Her laughter's the ghost these hills still fill. Under the vast starlit dome I roam, each star memory, the sky her tone. Rivers wander, but to the sea they know. Like my heart to her laugh, forever it goes. Her laugh listened, oh how it knew the ties that bind the pain of the true. As night claims the colors from the sky's last light, her laughter's the echo in the winds of the night.
Underneath the oak where the wild wind sighs, she'd laugh, weaving dreams neath the boundless sky. Her scarf caught the breeze like a farewell wave on that old wooden porch where my heart she gave. The prairies sang somber its hymns through the ride in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? Now the cabin stands empty, the hearthstone's grown cold. Gravel roads lead to memories too precious to hold. The saddle lies vacant, the bridle's gone stiff. Every sunset paints shadows and widens the rift.
where laughter once echoed, now only time flies. In the town where the rain closed her eyes. Oh, the rain, my old friend, tell me, what do you see in the trails washed away in the whispering trees? Did you weep just for her or for me in my plight, as the land holds her close on this cold, starless night? By the oak now I linger, a ghost in her stead, and in the dust where our old dreams lie dead. But the rain speaks in riddles and the wind only moans of a cowboy who wanders yet never atones. So the rain keep on falling, blur the paths that I've roamed, hide the tears on my face as I wander alone. For the love that was lost and the peace I can't find in the town where the rain closed her eyes. Yes, the town where the rain closed her eyes. In the shadow of the oak, where we first said our names, there's a cabin choked by ivy, with the windows cracked and strained. Porches creak where you once danced, under moonlight's soft parade, and the halls are heavy silent, as if they still call your name. Old house bleeds as the wind-swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creak and wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart, so do I. Where the gravel road lies weary, where our dreams used to run wild, now just whispers float on breezes from the ghost of your sweet smile. Gone the laughter in the evening, gone the firelight's warm embrace, left here standing with the shadows in the dust of your grace. Old house bleeds as the wind-swept cries echo through these broken beams and under rusted skies. Every creak and wood a story, every sigh a plea. Old house bleeds, and in its heart, so do I. There's an old scarf you left hanging on the hook beside the door, just a fragment of your fabric, but it cuts me to the core. And I wonder as I wander, if you're wandering too, through the trails that keep us tangled in the thorns of something true. All oak weeps, but the tears are mine, mingled in the dust where your hand once held mine. If If these walls could speak, they'd whisper of the day, when the winds might clear the sorrow but never blow it all away. Old house bleeds beneath the endless sky, holding on to echoes of our whispered lullaby. With every setting sun and each rising moon, old house bleeds and waits for you.
Out where the cedar shadows lay, by the rusted gate on Fiddler's Bay, I remember her scarf red against the gray, and the promise we made at the break of day. Her laughter tangled in the wild oak breeze, while our dreams soared high like the birds and bees. Front porch creaks under moonlit teas, now nothing but silence and falling leaves. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. Years worn down like the old town road, gravel turned to dust where we once strode. That old log cabin, our love's abode, now empty, just the echo of the stories it holds. The rains came through, washed away the traces of tender touches and cherished places. Yet under the oak, where time embraces, I still see us dancing, lost in love's graces. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were betting, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. So here I stand where the wild thyme grows, on the path less walked where the river knows. I've ridden under sunsets through highs and lows, but your shadow beside me, endless as it goes. Yes, that rusted gate says nothing, and I'm still speaking to the stars so near. In the silence, your memory softly clutching to the heart of a cowboy who can't let go of the fear, where the rusted gate stands solemn and the night draws near. I'm the echo of a love song, fading but always dear. where the oak trees shadow the dusty roads bend, I first saw her smile wild as the wind in her hair. We danced under stars on old porches, we'd spend those fleeting sweet summers without a single care. The gravel path whispered of where our dreams might have led. In that quiet town where our love was declared. But the timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memory, in the twilight they groan, on this long lonely trail where my heart finds no home. The years spun like dust devils, wild and untamed. The cabin sits empty where laughter once reigned. Her scarf still hangs on the oak, faded, unnamed, a relic of passion, now just sorrow retained. Rain taps like soft footsteps across the window pane, echo in the silence where her absence remains. Yes, the timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memories, in the twilight they groan, on this long lonely trail where my heart finds no home. Now the saddle's worn thin like the soles of my boots, every step and each mile threading back to her roots. In dreams she's the echo of old forgotten tunes, a dance in the shadow, a ghost at high noon. Still this timeless road lingers, and I'm riding alone, haunted by the silence where her laughter once roamed. Sunset's last light fading like the warmth from a stone, on this long lonely trail, her memory etched in my bones. So I'll ride these old trails where our wild dreams once flew, beneath vast starlit skies that we once knew. And though time may pass and the night slips to blue, this timeless road lingers, ever old, ever new. Under the shadow of an old oak tree, I first saw her smiling back at me. Sunset spilled like whiskey through her hair. In that dusty town, no moment did we spare. We danced on wooden porches, worn and wide, her laughter mingled with the evening tide. Hollow heart echoes down gravel roads, where my soul wanders heavy with her load. The wind whispers secrets we once knew, by the creek where wildflowers
sunset burns just like the flame of the love we lost and the dreams we never claimed. The years fell away like leaves in the breeze. Love's fiery autumn turned to winter's freeze. The cabin where we once dreamed lies bare. Windows gazing out, lost in their stare. Her scarf still hangs on that rusty nail, a ghost of color, fragile and frail. A hollow heart echoes down gravel roads, where my soul wanders heavy with her load. The wind whispers secrets we once knew, by the creek where wildflowers grew. Every sunset burns just like the flame of the love we lost and the dreams we never claimed. Now I ride these trails along with the stars, the moonlight casting shadows, healing scars. Yet in the quiet I hear the echo of her laugh, a sound that cuts my broken heart in half. Hollow heart echoes lonesome sound in this vast country where my thoughts are bound. She's the whisper in the pine, the rain's soft sigh, a memory fading under the vast open sky. Every sunset I chase, every trail I roam, leads me further yet closer to what I call home. As the dusk embraces the land and the stars take their stand, I feel her near in the heart of this wild, timeless land. Where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers cross the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever dawned, bound to the ghost the wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle, paths have changed, now let's travel. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails dusk to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders,
just like tears on my face. Each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild, like the Mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning, my heart's a campfire, forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind, in the wild yonder where our dreams have thinned. Here by the wheel I stand, I hum, with the quiet whispers the wagon wheel taunts. In the silence there's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy's memories, and the wagon wheel hums.
In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds dare to speak, lies a scar she left behind, now part of the creek. Faded red like desert clay, under sky so vast and gray. Whispers of her laughter drift in the place she used to play. But her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame, underneath the starlit cloud. Her goodbye forgot. Wildflowers by the road, where we used to walk and dream, now they bow their lonely heads to the silent stream. That old porch still holds my boots, dusty from our traveled routes. Each creek a story of the days love was free from many doubts. Her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame, underneath the starlit plot. Her goodbye forgot. The saddle's worn, the trails have faded, just like the smile that once paraded. And as the cabin door still creaks, I hear her voice in every creek. Yes, her goodbye forgot to take, memories etched in every wake. Each sunset still a silent scream, echoes of a faded dream, in the whisper of the wind's trot. Her goodbye, it just forgot. Her goodbye just forgot. On the edge of quiet town, neath the shadows of the oaks, she laughed while the porch swing danced to tunes we never spoke. That old scarf she left behind still dances in the wind, each thread a whispered memory of days that never end. Her goodbye died young on that gravel road, where the sunset bleeds and the cold winds blow. I ride these trails alone with the dust, her laughter echoes in
every speck of dust. The cabin stands empty where we once dreamed aloud. Windows stare blankly at the encroaching shroud. Our love, like the leather of my worn out saddle, grew weathered and faded, lost in the battle. Her goodbye died young on that gravel road where the sunset bleeds and the cold rains flow. I trace old paths where her footsteps swing. Under the oak tree, only silence remains. Oh, the oak tree knows how long I've stood, roots deep in sorrow, misunderstood. The horizon calls with its fiery hue, but every fading light just brings me back to you. Her goodbye died young, but her spirit flies over wild lands beneath these aching skies. I'll carry her song, a soft and lonesome sound, in the heart of a cowboy where true love is bound. On that old porch swing, I'll sway till it's found.
Out where the oak tree shadows weave along the creek where I told you to leave, the gravel cracked under your boots so worn there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze, left me alone with my memories. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. Porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune, under the watch of a cold silver moon. The saddle hangs untouched, it's true, just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest.
trail remembers and never forgets the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead, with you my ghost and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
Underneath the oak tree's weathered limb, where the porch swing used to rock in the wind, your scarf tied to the gnarled bark, keeping watch like a lighthouse in the dark. I remember how the dust would dance to the slow sweet tune of our summer romance, and that old cabin with its creaking doors, where our shadows stretch across wooden floors. Oh, the porch burns in the setting sun, all the golden hues we once walked upon. Now the wind whispers through empty rails, carrying tales of our love grown pale. Years have turned gravel to overgrown grass, and trails we walk now, memories past. That swing hangs silent, no laughter rings, just the ghost of your giggle and the sadness it brings. The rains came and washed away the footprints we left on those sun-baked clay. And I ride these plains just a shadow alone, searching for a heart that once felt like home. Oh, the porch burns in the fading light, echoes of footsteps disappearing into the night. Now the wind moans through broken seams, stirring the dust of our shattered dreams. By the hearth where a fire once roared so bright, now only cold ashes remain in the night. Yet in every spark that once flew so high is a star I see when I look to the sky. So the porch burns and I whisper your name, the flames of what was, not the embers to blame. Still the wind carries my lonely sighs underneath these endless starlit skies. The porch burns and so does my heart on this lonesome land where we're worlds apart. Yet in every sunset that bleeds and dies is the color of your eyes.
In the shade of an ancient oak, where the whispers of the old world spoke, I carved our names in the heart of the wood, where the silence of our lost love stood. The creek nearby, it sang its tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Your scarf still caught on that jagged bark, a faded red against the dark. Oh, these ghost-carved memories that haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust, your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we owned. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flowed. Now the porch where we used to sit, watch the seasons change amid to the winds that sweep through hollow rooms, carrying the remnants of old perfumes. And I, lone rider on these plains, find solace in the rains and wash the tracks we left behind, but never blur you from my mind. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we own. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. By the dusty glow of the setting sun, I see your face and I come undone. Time's cruel hand may heal the scars, but leaves its stories in the stars. An old saddle worn lies near the door like my heart not needed anymore. In the echoes of my solitude lies the quiet depth of my gratitude. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. Every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we own. I let the dust claim what's left to say beneath oak shadows by the grave of a love too wild to ever tame. Ghost carved, I'll whisper your